song, really. Like I was stating earlier, sometimes it comes in the form of inspiration. You know, most people would say that a musician's blessing is also a curse. To put that less bluntly, or I guess less general. Sometimes you get involved with somebody, or sometimes somebody gives you this type of feeling that, you know, I guess could be described by love, or, you know, something similar to it, and it just drives you to write something. It just inspires you. This person, of course, doesn't have to be, you know, even in your area. They could be hundreds of miles away. But, you know, it's not about the person itself, it's about the feeling. And when you are able to take that, you know, sometimes it just goes from being a melody. This one that I was talking about, Gypsy Rose, I first wrote a raga, which a raga is basically a melodic form. It's not a melody because you can improvise the notes, but it has to be a certain way on the way up and a certain way on the way down. Like for example, for Gypsy Rose, you have C, E flat, G, and then it has to go to F, G, A flat, and then B natural, C. And then on the way down, it can go C, B flat, C, A flat, G, and then you have F, G, E flat, D, C. Now the rhythm, can be improvised. So that's what I came up with first. And then from there, I took it and I started expanding on it. You know, you don't just want to go up and down the scale, because then, you know, you really, it starts sounding very, I guess, unimportant. You know, you're just playing a scale. But the whole point is to avoid getting to the point, getting to the other side of the higher end of the scale. So that was part of how I started doing the melody. And before you knew it, I had the melody completed. And then, you know, I had this thought in mind of making it sound very classical, very romantic era. And a couple of days later, I took it to the piano. I started playing it on the piano. I started, you know, comping it with a couple of chords. And before I knew it, I had the chords. I then decided to go to Finale, which is the program that I use in order to arrange things. And I started to put in chords, the same chords, but in a very sparse way, not the full chord, but maybe, you know, a note here, a note there. And then I just, from that, I also thought it would be nice to have guitar, but not in the same part of the range, so it doesn't sound too clunky. You know, maybe have it a little higher. So I started just strumming away the same chords, but just strumming them away, and, you know, little by little it just came together. So and it's something that you start out with just a feeling of longing, a feeling of sadness, even a feeling of happiness, and then you just turn that into a composition.